talk about back at the Reno fight in Sector 7 that we didn't want Tifa to take any damage. That was for this boss fight coming up here. Because there's a chance that these enemies can cast a bunch of magic spells and focus on Tifa, and that'd be really bad because, we want the experience.
Yeah, we definitely want to keep Tifa alive in as many fights as we can for experience purposes. Having any of our characters under-leveled can lead to problems later throughout the run.
And if she has low health, we actually have to use a high potion on her, which does affect our shop when we get to Junon. We would rather buy an extra Phoenix down instead of having to re-buy that high potion.
Absolutely. Any item usage throughout the run can manipulate the money that we have, and we want to make sure that we have all of the money that we can at our disposal to buy the items that we need. So here, Barrett gets a little reckless and just starts shooting at this tank.
Glass doesn't break.
Doesn't break, but it opens the door, so it works. I mean, this is kind of like, we were just watching Metroid, and
you shoot all the doors.
Shoot the door to open it. It worked for Samus. It'll work for Barrett.
Yeah.
Cloud goes in, rescues Cool Ranch there.
Look at Red 13 just nuzzling Hojo.
Yeah, it's such a good doggy.
Yeah.
Such a good
They're
doggy.
playing. Oh, it can talk.
It's a talking doggy.
Okay. And we're going to tell Barrett to take care of Eris.
And we're going to get that name.
All right. The name for Red 13 with $2,680 will be Leg Dog. All one word.
It's a dog with legs. Makes sense.
All right.
I haven't seen too many dogs without legs, but this one certainly does have legs. So.
All right, so what you're going to see here is our first example of wait tricking. So you're going to notice that Ben is going to wait until a party member's grenade animation is all the way through before he cues his move. Because he's on ATB wait, whenever he has an option selected, the time is frozen in place. So you prevent the enemy from getting in a bunch of turns, and you're able to control the fight more, maximize your grenades, and minimize the amount of turns that the enemy gets.
Right, so this ATB wait mechanic is implemented as a way of making the game easier for players to just allow them the time to go through the menu and select the options that they want without the enemy just barraging them with attacks. So it kind of just freezes everybody in place. But we can actually manipulate it to our advantage by having all of the characters use their attacks. And once those attacks have been queued up and fully executed, then we will just go with the next grenade. So that was a very nice sample fight.
Yeah, luckily Tifa had enough health there because she was getting some magic spells. That was pretty unfortunate, but she did survive, so that's good. Oh, the Cosmo theme.
Yes, we got
that was so good.
First taste of the Cosmo Canyon music.
So good.
It's a bit of an abbreviated version of the track, but it's still just as good.
Yeah.
Like we said, we're totally unabashedly going to praise this soundtrack.
The entire run. Yeah.
I think it's pretty much universally.
It's deserved, though. It's deserved.
Some people don't care for this game for various reasons, but I think everyone likes this soundtrack.
So we're going to pick up that enemy skill there, do a little bit of menuing, change the A to B to wait, put red in the back row. Do you want to talk about what putting characters in the back row does?
Sure. So putting the characters in the back row will actually have the damage that they do from physical attacks, but it also, unfortunately, has the damage that they do from physical attacks. Well, that doesn't really matter here because we're just tossing grenades anyway, and they're kind of row agnostic, so it doesn't really matter where they are as long as they're tossing grenades. But that will come into play later throughout the run as we're doing more physical damage. Meanwhile, we switch the ATB to active so that we can escape quicker from any random encounters that we get on those floors there. So it was just the one, and we got a pretty quick escape, so that ATB active helped out.
And luckily, even if we want to use Braver with Cloud, Braver isn't affected by being in the back row.
Right. Limit breaks are unaffected due to range. You can use them at any time.
And we kind of got captured. We were supposed to meet our team in the 66th floor elevator, but we were met by someone who was pretty rude.
He's so rude.
Yeah.
He's such a rude guy.
Yeah.
He's the third member of the Turks that we're meeting, and he captures us and brings us in front of the president here, where he just kind of reprimands us for our breaking and entering and stealing his specimen and all of that, and eventually just puts us in jail. So we have a little bit of a cutscene here explaining why they're interested in Eris and the ancient Promised Land, Neo Midgar, yada, yada, yada. So we can take some more donations during this time.
All right, thank you very much. I have Princess Tomato, who donated $150. Shout out to McVeigh with fries for getting me into GDQ like he got me into decaf coffee. Love this event and love Final Fantasy VII. Crazy Gohan Girl 160 donates $15. Stayed up just to donate to this run. Sorry it isn't much, but even the littlest donation helps others. Best of luck on the run. Best of luck to all the runners. $10 from Skylar6. I'm making a poor decision and staying up all night to watch my favorite game. Better even it out with a good one. My donation goes to the Dark Souls bonus run. $200 from Titch. Hey, GDQ, just hoping the announcer reads this so he can tell my housemate Michael to go grab some food from the fridge. I mean, I could just go get it myself, but then I'd miss some of this awesome stream. P.S. Tell him to grab the chips. Thanks. I could go for a soda right now, too, so if you wouldn't mind...
Are those Cool Ranch chips?
Probably Cool Ranch.
I was going to say me too, please.
Yeah, definitely. I have $15 from Graham Cracker Zoo. FF7 has always been one of my favorite games, and glad to see it at SGDQ. Good luck on the run. $15 from Redunza. Had to donate during one of my childhood's favorite games, Final Fantasy VII. Thanks to all the runners and volunteers for these wonderful events. Donation goes to saving Deckard Cain and another childhood favorite, Diablo 2. Kay Lynn donates $160. Always happen to donate to GDQ. My husband and I moved around our sleep schedules so we could watch this run. Thanks to all the runners, announcers, video, audio, producers, setup, and behind-the-scenes crew, and of course, Doctors Without Borders for all that you do.
All right, so we just talked to party members there. We just wanted to check on them and see how they were doing in their code themselves. And we went up and found that things aren't exactly how we left them.
Yeah, why is the...
Maybe Hojo lost.
You've been doing that all day?
All day. So,
Oh, this guy's sleeping on the job.
I mean, it is late. So, he's asleep. We're going to go ahead and take the key off his person and use that to get our other buddies out of jail.
Actually, I don't think he's asleep. Maybe something else happened.
What would give you that idea? Creepy music?
No, not the bad.
Over here and talk to Bear. Let's see what happens and bring the girls with us. Oh my.
This doesn't look too good.
He drank the Kool-Aid too, it seems. Where did Genova go? Oh. Okay.
And also, just like to point out, if you get a preemptive fight there, or any preemptive battle, you can insta-escape from it just like that.
Yeah, that's part of the step count. We know exactly where we're going to get those preemptive fights, and it makes it easy to escape from them.
Gonna pick up the poison materia right there. That will be used quite a bit throughout the run, actually.
Yeah, definitely a very useful materia. Alright, this music is officially creeping me out.
Yeah.
Maybe it was also the trail of Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
It's a little creepy too.
Funny enough, when you return back to Midgar, it's still there.
It's
like they don't clean it up. You'll notice that he's actually doing the change command during this fight. You can use that little movement that the characters do to kind of buffer your escape. That's going to be way faster than the attack animations that the enemies do. So he'll be doing that throughout the run.
And we're seeing a very familiar sword. Oh my goodness!
Yeah, that's a big sword. One that only the great Sephiroth.
And that's the president.
And he's dead.
Well, he's got an extra hole in him now. Unclear if he's dead.
Oh, hey, it's Palmer.
We might find out later.
Yeah.
So here's Palmer, and he's saying that it was Sephiroth who actually did this deed, and we don't believe him because Sephiroth has been missing for years.
Yeah, right?
Why would he all of a sudden reappear? And here, of all places, what possible motivation could he have for doing this?
Maybe something with Genova?
Maybe.
Possibly.
Probably not. I think it's just coincidence.
Yeah.
He wanted some Kool-Aid.
I love how Palmer's just missing half of his body as he runs off screen there. He looks like Pac-Man.
What a crew. That's my favorite line in the game. They're just such a motley crew of characters. You got the dog, the flower girl, the bartender.
Guy with a gun on his arm, you know, like